one more blueprints day, shall we? Ba-da-da, da-da, ba-da. Okay, so ideally today we clear the tunnel boxes, treasure map, treasure trove chests, reservoir trunk chests. Let's go see if we can manage to get the freaking shrine. Oh wait, we need money for the shrine. I've already wasted 2 steps. Great. But we need that damn monk thing to really start figuring stuff out. I think. I really do think that both the Lady Epson journal having the visual of what looks like the antechamber. There's the shrine. Okay, I need to pull up my notes for which like how much to give for the monk thing. Blueprints. I know I have that here. There it is. Okay, so I have discovered that 13 gives me the monk. So 13 it will be. Hello, Curse. Okay. We've got the blessing of the monk. Now, our first thing to do is try either the antechamber or the treasure trove. I'm not going to bother going to get the Key of Ares because I still don't know what to do with it yet. I don't need to do anything over there. So in we go. With 2 steps fewer than we should have. Because I backtracked accidentally. Okay. We want to get an early computer room if we can. This is a great hallway closet, isn't it? Sure. Let's go with the parlor and wreck our brains with another probably 3 line. Oh my gosh. Did we reset? Did we finish all of the super difficult ones? The gems are in a box with the word blue on it. This doesn't have that. The gems are in a box that is actually blue. Well, these can't both be true. So this, if this is false, and this is true, then they're here. If this is true, then both are true. That's not possible. So they're here. Are you kidding me? Did we circle back into the easy mode ones, or is this... Am I tricking myself and this is actually not the right box? Oh my god. Did I do so many that were... I don't know. I just don't know. Let's take a foyer so we don't have to unlock hallways, huh? let's observatory to continue accumulating stars, because there was a run, I don't think it was on stream, but there was this run where I had gotten well over 50. I don't remember how many it was. And one of the things that is, I think it is the 50th star, gives you can spend stars to reroll. And I was desperate for a freezer, not realizing that a freezer cannot be drafted 2 days in a row. And I had just drafted the freezer the day before, and I just rerolled the shit out of it trying to get that freezer, and it never came, but I wasted all my stars. So here we are. We have ads starting in less than a minute. Thanks for being here. If you'd like to avoid those ads, you can always subscribe using Amazon Prime through Twitch Prime. If you have that, it is free to avoid those ads. If not, it's about $6 if you do it through the website. I think it's $7 or something if you do it mobile. Otherwise, you'll see 3 minutes of ads, and that's okay. I appreciate you being here nonetheless. I'm just going to keep on playing, though. Sometimes I take a break during the ad break, but today we're just going to jet through, see what we can find. Here's the spare veranda that we just upgraded. Let's take it. I'm kind of wanting to go back down to the entrance hall pretty soon here. Wow, this is beautiful. The spare veranda has a fake painting wall, even though it could have an open wall right here. That's very funny to me. How hilarious. I love that. That's very funny. Lockpick set. Love that. Okay, let's open this and see what we are working with. I'm going to take the West Wing Hall. It's a great place for it. But I think I'm just going to run back to the entrance hall and start working on what's going on in the other direction. Because we know those other doors are unlocked in the hall that I just drafted. So let's, if we have to spend keys, we'll know where we can do it. A second spare veranda. A yet even greater chance of finding green rooms. I assume they stack. 2 items? Oh, I read this wrong. Honestly, this is better than I thought it was. I thought it was greater chance of finding green rooms, but it turns out it's greater chance of finding items in green rooms. And that means that sometimes you might end up with 2 items in a green room like this. Wow. That's awesome. Wow. Very powerful. Okay. Shall we continue? Well, we have plenty of gems. There's probably going to be items here. Let's take the conservatory. Even though we are foregoing the rerolls that we would otherwise get. Let's start with this. Oh. So many items. It'd be nice if one of them ended up being a treasure map, because then we could start trying to get a bedroom into that slot, you know? Okay. Clock tower? Rare. I don't want this. We're finished with the clock tower as far as I'm concerned. Passageway, already commonplace. We've removed the cost of the passageway as well, so we're happy with this. And library is fine at unusual, actually. Okay, we changed nothing. Do I want to save these? I do, because if I can get a laboratory... or really anything that has a computer in it, we can start a lab experiment, go from there. Hello, battery. We can build the power hammer or the shovel, the jackhammer, I mean. Do we go jackhammer right immediately? I think so. More effective than shovel at excavation. Digs deeper. Finds better items. Nice. Very good. So we have dig spot in the conservatory for sure. There might even have been one in the spare veranda. I don't remember. Somehow. I've already forgotten. But we're really looking for a room with a computer before we get too deep in, so that we can start finding... so that we can hopefully get an experiment that will start removing stuff from the tunnel. Start removing crates from the tunnel. Commissary? Go check. I'm going to go with coat check because I already have access to all of this around the foundation at the moment. I don't think I put anything in coat check now that I'm thinking about it. I took the master key out. Did I put something in here? No, because if I did, it would have shown up as a ticket. Right, because I was trying to get... I was going to do the master key. Instead, I got the upgrade disc. And then to get the upgrade disc to a computer, I couldn't go back to code check. That's why. Okay. Makes me feel slightly better that both I can remember that and also that I had a good reason for not code checking something. Man, I am not getting a computer though. I really need one. Jeez. Let's take the aquarium, I suppose. I'm gonna not go in there yet, though. Wow. You know, a part of me still thinks that the wine cellar has something secret in it. And I don't know what that is. Aside from the fact that it has Roman numerals down here. A dig spot. So let me look this up. What is M in Roman numerals? M is 1000. So this is 1213, 1213. Is that something that I've not figured out? I don't know. 1213. It's not a date that I've put in anywhere. Doesn't that umbrella look like an item? Okay. I'm yet again going to refrain from digging this spot because we're about to get a laboratory. I just know it. This right here, it's going to be a laboratory or some other computer. I don't really care which one. It's none of those things. And in fact, it's like a really annoying thing. Okay, hallway. Can this be a computer room? My goodness. I'm not going to put the bedroom down because I still need to find a treasure chest before I do that. So I guess the courtyard it is. With all those dig spots that I'm going to not dig in for the sake of the lab experiment that I hope to get. No other items, huh? Lab? Oh my goodness. Wow. So many dig spots. But you know what? That's great. We're gonna get some sort of computer right here. We're not. We're not gonna get some sort of computer right here. I do need to do the boiler room so I can open up that stupid thing. So I'm gonna do it. Though I don't really want to. It also has dig spots, theoretically. Okay, so I need to power this here. Like that. I guess I can also do it from this one. Wait, can I? Oh no, never mind. This just affects that. This goes that way. Okay. So now that's powered, I can go do the thing that I need to do out there. Annoying. Oh, lockpick. I'm not gonna open that because I know that the hallway is unlocked over here. Oh my gosh, please give me a room with a computer in it. Please. I need a lab experiment so badly. Unbelievable. This is honestly nuts. This is still powered though because of the... No, it's not. The rooms that have computers in them are lab, security room, office. Security room and lab are both powered rooms. So actually, if I go in here, I have to undo what I just did, which is annoying. Not that big of a deal, but annoying nonetheless. Then I power the power. Because as you know, you have to power the power. Send it this way. Then I have a better chance of getting a room that needs power. 2 of which are rooms with computers in them, please. Oh, thank God. Okay. And now I can go back down here. To this. It's an extra step, but I don't care because we're going through the bedroom anyway. I also don't care about the coin. Okay, so in here, was there anything that I didn't pick up? No. Oh, yes. Now I can start a lab experiment. Goodness gracious. It would be really lovely if, after so much difficulty getting this, it did give me the if you dig trash. Oh shit, but I got the better shovel. Oh no. Well, there's still a chance of it, right? I might have fucked up. Well, we'll see what we get anyway. No reason to cry about it until we know what there is to cry about. we're not removing anything from the tunnel tonight, as it turns out. Oh, I didn't mean to keep the blueprints goals up on the screen. I apologize. Okay, well, damn. I guess we could go crazy with aquariums. Sure. Okay. I also don't have a security card, so I guess I should lower the security. Okay, so what are the goals now? We're not removing tunnels. I can go back and dig all those things that I left behind. I guess let's see what this door leads to first. I need to save 3 keys for the underground. There's the fucking laboratory. Who cares? I'm gonna dark room. We just want to get to rank 8 and have a blue room there so that I can start tracking some of the memos. This doesn't matter. Oh, that's actually pretty painful. Blue room. This will also have a little bit of food in it. And now we're looking for a memo. Where, oh where, is the blue memo in the pantry? These things are certainly well hidden. This is rank 8, right? Yeah. I really feel like it must be something related to this ladder, but appears not. Where, oh where could the blue memo be? In the lovely little pantry. Wow. It's so well hidden, I cannot find it at all. Uh-oh. Is it possible that this one doesn't have it? Doesn't feel possible to me. Ah, in the paper towel roll. Well, okay. That's useless. I think that's going to be true for a lot of these, actually. Pantry. There is a letter missing. In quotations. They're not always in quotations, I realize. Because it means many things, this letter. Ah, annoying. Okay, that's fine. Let's find a corner room that can give me a bunch of steps. How about? Quest bedroom is 10 steps. Sounds good to me. Okay, this doesn't much matter, but we may as well try to force a room that goes toward the antechamber just for the sake of it. This one. Or just something cool. Actually, you know what? The planetarium could be great here. Commissary could give me the running shoes and or salt, though. Let's take the commissary. Bananas! Have I ever seen bananas in the commissary? Not that I recall, but I'll take them. I'll also take... No, I'm going to save the rest of my money at the moment. But there are keys and gems here if I need them. Cool. That worked out okay. This needs to be a blue room. Ideally a blue room that goes north, but doesn't have to be. Sure. We'll take the study. The other option is the kitchen, which gives us the antechamber, but I'd rather get the blue memo out of the way for the study. Because again, I'm not like dying to get back into room 46 for this run. We're just trying to discover what we can discover. Okay, here's a trunk. Okay, blue memo. Where are you? We're just gonna do a quick glance around first to see if I can spot it without having to do a deeper search. It appears I must do a deeper search, because I'm not seeing it immediately. Which is fine. It seems like that's going to be just the way that it is every time. Is it possible it's like... No. I was thinking maybe it would be like behind the blackboard somehow. Mm-hmm. Is that it? No, that's just a blue spined book. Where, oh, where is the blue memo going to be this time? Really, there's an arrow. Is this trunk preventing me from seeing further back? Feels like it might be. Doesn't it feel like it should be just here, back here? Oh, was that it? Oh my gosh, it was at my feet. I already knew that too. That's okay. In the study. The chessboard in this room contains a portmanteau. Portmanteau just means pun, if I'm not mistaken. Is that right? Let's look it up. Just to make sure. I'm pretty sure. A word or part of a word that is analyzable as consisting of more than one morpheme without a clear boundary between them. As French du, of the, from du, of, and le. Oh my gosh, that's not a helpful example at all. A portmanteau word. Oh, here we go. This is a good example. Smog, formed from smoke and fog, which I believe is telling me, if I'm not mistaken, that if I didn't already know how to get the safe, D and 8 is date. I'm pretty sure, and it's December 8th, etc. I think that's probably the portmanteau here. If there is another one, I don't know it. Let's continue. I'm gonna not do the dark room draft here unless I don't have another option. I'm gonna go down to Foundation and Aquarium to open those up. And along the way, there will be some dig spots for me to collect some more stuff. Lots of dig spots, in fact. Oh. What have I done? And how? I must have gone through this way. That is what happened. Because I wanted to make sure that that other thing was open, was lit up. Which makes sense. It's just slightly annoying. Because there are dig spots in there that I wanted to get. Dice. So many dice. The only real tragedy of this is that I'm going to end up with no turnips, I think? I don't think I can dig turnips with this thing. I guess we'll know by the time I'm done with it, huh? Oh, you can still get trash with this. Good to know. Not only can you, but I sure will get trash with this. Okay, cool. To the hallway. More digging. Oh my gosh. I guess it's great because not only will I have a million dice for rerolls, but I also have a million gems for rerolls. I'm gonna go one more room over to dig the spot in the aquarium as well. Oh. Why? An old discarded wind-up key. Someone's not a fan of logic puzzles. I would never have guessed that this was something that could be dug up using the jackhammer. I wonder if that means that there's some other use for the wind-up key. Wow, interesting. Huh. I'd rather get a room that I can go straight forward with. In the trophy room, I'd like to get in the rank 8 as soon as possible so that I don't have to think about it again. Here's a secret passage. That kind of is exactly what I was looking for, right? We'll do that. Get a green room. Get a cloister. It's a great spot for it. I am slightly concerned about my steps at the moment. Especially because it does seem like turnips are not really a thing with the jackhammer here. Oh, hey, Leloosewig. Thanks for lurking. I appreciate you doing that. Being here. Despite this being a game that you should not be watching. Because you are going to play it. I just know it. Yeah, let's do this. We're going to increase our luck even further. Spread some gems about. Money. Okay. I'm going to continue this way first. See if we can get another green room here. No. Tunnel doesn't feel super bad here, but I'd rather redraw for something better. Like an aquarium. I love that. It's a green room, it's a hallway, it's everything that one could ever want. Before we keep going up though, now let's just finish this section here. It would be really nice to get something that can give me some food. Definitely need some food right now. Or a treasure trove, because we can end our day in the treasure trove. Yeah, let's do that. I also need to remember that I need 3 keys at the end of the run for the reservoir. Although maybe that's just not in the cards for this because I'm so light on steps. Okay, let's take a picture of this and record the treasure trove chest. 8. Black sun. Take a picture. All boxes marked by sun contain memos that are true, and it's blue, which indicates to me that that really is true. Does that follow so far? There's a blue sun. That's the one that I got super excited about, that tells me that the blessing of the monk is a thing. Okay. And then in the reservoir crates, sun. Sun is true, sun is true, sun is true. Sun is true with a question mark. True, true, true. I'm gonna say that this is for sure true. Not just because it's in a blue memo, but because everything else indicates that that is the case. That's awesome. Good to know. I'll be back here to end the day in you, treasure trove. I am still in desperate need of some food, which we will get off of this cloister over here. I'm hoping for a kitchen that curves to the north. I also don't mind getting an extra key here, but then I'll always be stuck with a library, and I don't want a library. I need a kitchen. So I'm going to redraw. I'm going to redraw again. I need food or a bedroom that gives me steps, something like that. And I have so many redraws. There's a kitchen. Perfect. Perfect. Hello, kitchen, my old friend. What have you in store for me again? Bananas. Nanners. Eat the nanners. Simon, you're a hungry boy. Eat them all. Hey, look at that. We're back up to 49 steps. Basically as many as we have at the beginning of the game. Man, I can't believe I found a wind-up key. Dug in the ground, or buried in the ground. So interesting. Do I take this boudoir for the gems? Not that I need them. Or this lavatory just to get a... I think the lavatory to get it out of the draft pool. There's nothing... There was one time, I feel like, maybe twice, where there were items, like a gem or something, on the counter next to the sink. I've never seen that again, I don't think. If I have, I don't recall it. But that's a great place for the lavatory. Let's continue this way. digging time. Nothing of interest. Morning room. Or another aquarium. How about another aquarium? Which puts more aquariums into my draft pool. Oops, all aquariums. Okay. There's also gems just scattered about the house because of the patio, but I don't really need them, so we're fine for now. Master bedroom is not a blue room. But this aquarium is a blue room. I should do the aquarium blue room first, because I feel like I'm often going to want to have this be someplace else. Yeah, let's do it. Now we must find the note. Where, oh where would a blue note be in the aquarium? Just right there. This tank contains a red herring. Does it now? Because there's not a secret in the hallway? So there, okay. Well, so I know that there's an X right here. I know that there's an X right here. I know that there is something here. I don't know that. I think that there is something here when I get a treasure treasure map for a bedroom. And I know that there's something here. So if this is the only one with a red herring, that's also funny because this, before I changed it into the electric eels, this red room had a herring in it. I looked up what a herring looked like so I could know. But this one includes it. Okay, well, let me write this down in my notes. The aquarium this tank, and I'm going to put in parentheses, hallway, contains a red herring. Interesting. Okay, and then we need to get us another blue room right here. Oh, except we could also get the throne room and go out and back in. Or I could just do the utility closet and be done with it. Or I could re-roll for something more rare. Actually, let's do that. I'm going to re-roll for a blue room that is more rare. I could do the mailroom. I tried to do the mailroom last time thinking that rank 9 included, or was included in the blue notes, and it simply was not. Or I could keep re-rolling. We have so many re-rolls. The mailroom's relatively common. Let's keep going. Now, the reading nook is so common that I'll very rarely have it up here. It will usually be down below. So I think I'm going to take that one as my room to get a blue note in. The nook. Where's the note? Hold on a second. Sorry. Okay, where's the note? Blue note, where do you hide? Behind the chair? No. Under the books? No. Where could it be? Oh, there it is. Ah, we already know that. It's okay. So far, there has not been a blue note that has helped us. The only one that I've gotten that is... you know what? That's not fully true. I don't know what the clock tower one means. In eclipses only appear in the north sky. I don't know why that it would be important to me. The aquarium saying that the hallway is a red herring or contains a red herring is interesting to me. And then I guess I didn't technically know that the dining room had 10 different dishes, but that's sort of a who cares scenario. But the nook, I definitely already knew. The rook, oops, can perform a special move with another piece. Yes, 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 yes. It is in fact called castling, and we figured that out because I like chess. Okay, cool. So then what's the rest of this day for? We're going down to the reservoir to finish opening the chests that are down there. So then let's do the corner room first. Redraw. We don't need a blue room here. Let's just get something interesting. I don't really know what I'm looking for, to be honest. Okay, whatever. Casino. We're not going to go in there yet, but I have a feeling I'm about to gamba. Big boy gamba. I'm not ending in the planetarium. I'm ending in the treasure trove because I think that that note is indicative of there being something cool if we do that. So let's redraw. We have dice to spare, that's for sure. I don't care about getting to the antechamber, although... Wait, what are the ways to open the right chamber? There's the secret garden, and there is the Great Hall, which I guess I never got, interestingly. So it doesn't matter, I can't get there. Let's just use up our dice until we see something really neat. Those exhibits not helpful here. The vault. More money for gambles. Sure, why not? Money, money, money. Money, money, money. And keys that I don't need. Everything here. Man, I really still wonder if there's yet another box to unlock in here. There's just no way for me to know yet. So interesting. Okay, great. Let's do a gamble really quick. I forgot that this room gives you money. All right, 100 wagered. Come on, big money. It's red. I've never won one of these spins. Not one single time have I won a spin. And I've done it. How many times have I been in here? Let's see. I've been in here 10 times. I know for sure that I didn't do it the last time I was in here. So I would say at least 6 times, but probably closer to 8 or 9. I've spun this. Different, levels of value. That one was the highest value just now, but different levels of value, and I've just never gotten it. Never hit anything but a red square. And it's a 50-50, so like the chances are good that you'll hit a red square, but still kind of silly. Okay, so now we need to get back to the foundation so that we can finish opening up all of those reservoir chests. I guess I could have re-rolled for a freezer, now that I think about it. It doesn't matter. I have so many resources now available to me, it just kind of is unnecessary. I do have coat check. What am I putting in coat check? I guess I could put the jackhammer in there. Though that wind-up key has me intrigued, so I'll probably put the wind-up key in there. I had no clue that there was any possibility of there being more than one wind-up key. That's not true. I knew that there could be because that room is upgradable. The parlor is upgradable. I chose it to be a better prize, but you can instead upgrade it to have 2 wind-up keys. I opted not to do that because I, at the time, had only missed 1 parlor puzzle, and it was because I just made a dumb mistake not recalling how the rules worked. And so I was like, I'll do the 3 gems. I would rather have the higher prize. But now I wonder if I should have done wind-up key. Is there something else that I can use the wind-up key for, is the question. I've never seen anything else. I bet I've never taken a wind-up key outside of the parlor, so who knows? Okay, there's only the 3 left here, I think. So let's, let me pull up my spreadsheet again. Start. Oh, I almost clicked call it a day accidentally. Okay. Trunk number 1. Blue moon, green note. Blue moon, green. The sanctum key is in a black box. Was that true? The sanctum key was in a black box. Okay. Next. Green memos in white boxes are lies. Red sun. Red sun. Blue note. The blue notes are the most clear that they are true. So I'll have to double check some of my info based on this one. Green memos in white boxes are lies. Green memos in white boxes. Let me organize this by box color. Box color. White boxes, green memos. A prize is in a box marked by a flame. That wasn't true, right? Prizes were... Where was the sanctum key? Black flame and where was the allowance? White sun. Black flame and white sun both contained... Okay. Well, I guess that was true then. White box with a green memo was true. A prize is in a box marked by a flame. But this should be false. Green memos in white boxes are lies. A prize is in a box marked by a flame. There's a white flame. There's a box with a white flame. This one. Wait. What did I just... Hang on. What did I just read? Green memos in white boxes are lies. That was a lie. Green memos are lies. A prize is in a box marked by flame. Was this not a flame? Moon. Did I mark that wrong? Where's the sanctum key? Was a black moon. There it is. And then the allowance was white sun, not white flame. I was just misreading my own notes. Okay. So that's still accurate then. Yeah, okay, great. Lovely. Okay, this is our last box. Red sun, or pink, because I had been calling it red before I realized the game was calling them pink. Red, sun, blue. Pink boxes marked by sun always contain blue memos. That's not helpful, but okay. Pink boxes marked by sun always contain blue memos. And that's true. Let's double check that that's true, but I'm almost certain that it's true. We'll go to box color. Sort ascending. Pink, or I'm sorry, red. So red suns should always have blue. Red sun blue, red sun blue, red sun blue, red sun blue. Yep, it is true. As it turns out, blue memos are always true. Okay, that's all of these. We've accomplished one of our big boy goals. Where's the secret one? Over here. Just make sure I did it. Yeah. There we go. So now I have a reasonable spreadsheet to cross-reference with my treasure trove boxes, which is pretty cool. And close that spreadsheet though, because it is basically finished, which is great. Okay. Now we just need to end our run in the treasure trove, but first put this wind-up key in the coat check. So that means going through the entrance hall is the way to go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then I can just swing around this way. Easy. This also means that I can refill the reservoir so I can do some other possible exploration if I need to. So when next I get the pump room, in fact, I'm going to adjust my goals list here, which I know is hard to see on this screen, but that just is what it is for now. Okay, so we've finished record treasure boxes, trunks, I should say, in the reservoir. We're going to change this to fill reservoir empty, probably aquarium, fountain. What else would I want emptied? I think just those two. That's probably it. We'll just do that again anyway, though. Okay. Awesome. Very cool. One other thing that I could do, but I think I've tried to do, so I'm not going to bother. Oh, I almost forgot. I got this opened up, and I want to make sure that it remains open for me in the future. Because when I first found this, it was before the update to the game that made it so that safes remained open. And I think this room, this door, I should say, functions the same way. Hello? Oh, I have to press it. Functions the same way as a safe. So I was not able to open this before. Not before. Like, I've opened this before, but in my most recent run, just an hour or two ago, this was closed and I didn't have a way to open it to see if perhaps the key of Ares did something. And in fact, let's just look. Why not? Because then I have to figure this all out. We'll do that with the key of Ares on another run. I think I'm nearing the end of my brain's blueprints capacity for the day, to be totally honest. So let's get ourselves back to my goal for the Blessing of the Monk was to either do the antechamber or the treasure trove, and I wasn't able to get the antechamber access that I would need for that, so we're going to the treasure trove. We're going there via the front room, the entrance hall, I should say. I do have this jackhammer. I wish I could do something with it. I'm also really surprised that this doesn't just like stay open as a dig, like an open dig spot like some of the other like super secret ones do. It's weird to me. I also never figured out why this vent is here. It really seems like that should be something. I've thought that many times and been unable to figure out why or what that means exactly. I wonder if it's fair to assume that when you have an active blessing, you cannot then draft the shrine again. Or like it just won't show up in your pool. I don't know, but that feels like a pretty safe assumption to me. Also, we're still dig spots back here. Not that it matters, but just for funsies. Let's do it. Maybe we'll find another surprise similar to the wind-up key. And speaking of wind-up keys, in you go. I just am so surprised that I dug up a second wind-up key. What is that for? Okay. Is there anything else that I'm doing before I go end of the day in the treasure trove? I don't think so. The only other thing that I've wanted to do and have not done yet is to switch my chess power back to the king. The rook has been really good, to be fair. But I don't know that I have the rooms to do that because I wasn't trying to get them. Like, I don't have I have a study, which is a queen. Do I have a king somewhere? That would be the office or the throne room. I don't have either. Is there a third king room? I have it in my notes. I don't think it matters enough for me to bother looking it up right now because it would take me a minute. Okay, let's just do this. Just do it. Oh, I went the wrong way. I have so many aquariums, I got lost. Okay, this way. Okay, this is a big moment. This right here, we're gonna end the day in this room. And when we come back next time, we're gonna go to the outer room. Oh yeah, it can't be another shrine because the outer room is gonna be this room. We're gonna go see what we find here because I'm fairly sure this isn't helpful. Although it does further confirm, I realize, that other note. Anyway, here, let me just pull up my notes really quick for the sake of a brief recap. Let me get my iPad back on the screen for you. I have to reset it up here, looks like. Oops. Come on. Maybe I have to restart it. It's just like a weird app on the PC that lets you AirPlay to it. Come on now. You can do it. Can't do it. I'm going to close the app entirely and restart it. Oh. I just want to share my notes so that I can explain what I'm doing. There we go. Okay. Show my iPad. Here we are. Okay, so I just want to make it obvious for everyone. Can't see my mouse, of course. But let's do this. This one says the true treasure of the... Oh my gosh, sorry. It's really hard to see, isn't it? Okay, here we go. This one says the true treasure of the Trove is not in this house. Okay, cool, great. It's a green memo, but it's a green memo in a box with a blue sun. We know, based on today's memo, that all boxes marked by suns contain memos that are true. So we know that that is true. Let me actually do undos so I get the sizing right. And lastly, the one from earlier in the stream, the previous day, down here, the true treasure... Oh, that's hard to see. Sorry. Golly, it's not a great resolution, is it? It looks great on my iPad, I'll tell you that. The true treasure of the Trove is not in this room, is a lie. So what that tells me is that the Trove, the true treasure of the Trove is not, is in the treasure trove, but that it's not in the house is what made me think, well, gosh, we should probably try to get the monk blessing for the treasure trove to see if there's some additional true treasure, so to speak, that will show up. So we're about to find that out next time on Blueprints. We're going to end this day. We've had a very successful run and set of stream. Thank you for being here. It's been a true pleasure. This game, I said it earlier today, this game, I think, is my favorite video game of all time. And as you know, I've played a lot of video games. Behind me is literally an entire wall of video games. Let me show you. I haven't shown this in a very long time because I have a little bit of weird construction slash a bookcase that needs to go up still. But let's do this. Turn off my virtual background. NES games, SNES games, N64 games at the bottom, Switch games here, the third bookcase that is currently in a box, GameCube games and Wii games and Wii U games. I have a lot of video games. I've played a lot of video games. I've played a bunch of PC games in my life. I've played everything. I love video games with my whole heart. But this game right here, it evokes so many different emotions and feelings and joys every single day that I play it, every single time. The beginning of the game just being a cool mystery of like, you've inherited a mansion and you're gonna be able to keep it if you solve this weird puzzle from this weird old dude. What a great start to a video game. But then you start hearing about your mother and how she is somehow involved in a political scheme, and that your uncle maybe actually helped her, great uncle, I suppose, her uncle, who's the one who gave you this house, actually maybe helped her in escaping. She might still be alive somewhere out there. It's possible we'll find her in this video game at some point. and she'll be able to like give us a big old hug. Probably not. I feel like probably not, but like she could still be alive somewhere in Araja or some other country that she was ferried off to. You know, there's bombings, there's stolen crown jewels, there's conspiracy on conspiracy on conspiracy. There's the simplicity of a roguelike puzzle game where you're drafting rooms and just trying to fill out the house. For some people, all you need to do is work toward getting to room 45, and you do it and you see the credits, and that's enough. That's enough for them. And the fact that there is so much video game for people who want to give it more, but also that there's just enough video game for the people who don't, is a masterful thing that I just don't think I've ever seen in a game. Certainly not in a puzzle game. Certainly not in a modern roguelike game. But here we are. I mean, you know, like Hades is a great example where, yes, you get through, you fight, you run into Hades, finally you beat him, but the game's not over. There's still more to be figured out. And I did all of that. That was a lot of fun. But the emotional moments of that, despite it being really great, good writing, good character acting, really cool, it never hit the highs of this game for me. And I'm ending this stream right now knowing that when I get back into this game, I'm about to uncover yet another mystery that I will hopefully solve in one way, but will likely lead me to yet another piece of a puzzle to solve. Every single thing, it's always solving a puzzle, finding another puzzle along with it. And today was a very good day showcasing that, because the very first thing we did was a puzzle I've been working on for months. And what it did was give me a key that I have no fucking clue what to do with. It's magic. It's truly magical. This game should have won Game of the Year. This game should be played by every single person that plays video games. This game should absolutely be played by every person who likes puzzles. No question about that. But, you know, I just love it. I love being here. I love streaming it. I wish I had streamed my entire experience so that I could, you know, one day in 35 years go back and review what happened. But at the same time, having not streamed most of it, my hope is that in 30 years from now, I'll be able to come back to this game and, you know, remember some of the stuff. But the way my memory works a lot of the time, I don't remember most of the detail. I remember big emotional things, but I don't remember the events themselves or you know, my memory requires a lot of jogging from other people telling me, hey, you remember when you did that thing in high school? And I'll be like, no, I don't. And then they tell me about it, and immediately it brings me back to an emotional event. So I hope that happens here as well one day. All that said, that's going to do it for us today. Let me find someone to raid. I probably want to get us over to another Blueprint streamer. Probably someone who's earlier in the game. I also just really quickly want to look. Yeah, so we do now have the 11 trophies. Incredible. I'm a little bit confused why this exists. I don't think I intentionally selected the second save for myself when I first started the game, but maybe I did. I don't know. Nonetheless, let me find a raid target for us.